Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about this year's open enrollment. And yeah, this year's a little bit different, simply not only because there's companies exiting the marketplace, there's also companies coming into the marketplace. Now these new companies that come into the marketplace, you've got to make sure that you're contracted with them. If you're not contracted, please make sure to reach out to our contracting department, if not our agent support, so you can get into the track of getting that contracting done. Now, today we want to elaborate a little bit on strategy, right? Now there's going to be two aspects to the strategy. There's going to be renewals, and there's also going to be new business. Number one, renewals are essential simply because renewals are the lifeline of our business. Renewals are new business. Year after year, growth happens, and those renewals continue to grow. And they only will continue to grow if you're doing your business, if you're running your business, the correct way. Now, the reason why I want to start with renewals first is because that's the first thing you want to take care of. You want to take care of all your renewals. Now, whether that renewal is happy or unsatisfied, in the renewal process, you'll find out, and this is what you want to do. So ask this person, this client, are you happy with the current company that you have? If they tell you yes, that's who you should start with, right? You should start with that renewal option. That very same company that they have, if they're happy with it, there's no need to go looking for other options because they're happy. Now, if there are new options, or if there are even plans that are quote unquote less expensive, you can let them know. But if they're happy with what they have and they're okay with the renewal price, let's just leave them there, because time is of the essence, and what you want to do is take care of all the renewals first so that you can make sure to then concentrate on new business and grow your existing business, right? You want to grow and get to that next level. All right, so that renewal, if that person is satisfied and is happy with the company that they have, let them know, hey, look, this is what your renewal will be. Are you okay with that? And they tell you yes, perfect. Now let them know, hey, if you have any trouble or have a bad experience throughout the year, please let me know. That way we can look into solving it, or maybe even other options. Let them know that, because if you don't, there might be another agent that's out there and lets them know, hey, did they let you know about this new company? And honestly, right now, new companies we're not too fond of, simply because we've had very bad experiences with companies or carriers going bankrupt within 2 years of them starting their business. So let's make sure that this company, or this new company that we're going to be changing this client to, is stable and they have a proven track record. Normally all the companies that we work with meet those qualifications, but there's always not everybody's the same, right? Not all the companies are the same, and not every company is managed in the same order or in the same way. Now, once those renewals are taken care of, I do want you to know that renewals are going to be able to be quoted. Renewals and new business actually is going to be able to be quoted 1 week prior open enrollment. So 1 week prior to open enrollment, you're going to be already able to see pricing, companies, and changes. Now, with that said, what I want to make sure happens is that you inform your clients of the possibilities, right? But if they're happy with the current company that they have, let's start with that and let's end with that. And let's keep it that way, so that way we can go ahead and to the next client. We can go next, right? If they have supplemental, dental, vision, that all stays the same. You guys know there's no renewal needed for that. The only thing that needs to get renewed is the health insurance. All right. So once those renewals are done and taken care of, then we can go into new business. And new business is where growth really happens. But growth is only going to happen if your renewals are in place, and that's why it's important to start with your renewals. All right. So once renewals are done, once we got that checked off our list, we can go ahead and attack new business. Now, this new business, we got to make sure, we give them those three options. Me in particular, when this individual likes, or when this individual qualifies for zero cost plans, everyone likes zero, everyone likes free, right? Because you don't have to pay anything. Let them know, hey, look, we know as agents that everyone under the 200 percentile in the table that we give you in the subsidy guideline. In reality, you guys know that this is not a subsidy guideline. This is the poverty table. This is a poverty index. We simply change the name so that the prospects or clients don't get offended or think elsewise. Now, that's just psychological process or psychological, but that does affect the sale. So that's simply why we call it the subsidy guideline. Now, when we give them those three options, let's make sure to capitalize on that opportunity, because what we should be doing is, yes, giving them three options, not too many, because if we give them too many, they'll have to think too long, and that's not what we want. We want to close business in the right order, most efficient way possible, and that's why we don't want to give too many options. Let's give the best three options. It can be three different companies, or two options from one particular company and one option from another. It all depends on the strategy that you want to go ahead and put in force, but it's essential that you don't give too many choices, because if you do, then they have to think too long, and that's the point that I want to put out there. All right. Now, once they've made that choice, if it's new business, you got to make sure to set up that supplemental. Let them know, hey, look, whether you want to start with the supplemental first, let them know that I apologize. Health insurance is first. Through the marketplace is first. Then we go to the supplemental. After we select, or they select, the company that they want to go ahead and follow through with, they want to enroll with, they should be selecting a supplemental coverage. Now, if that company or that carrier has a deductible or a maximum out of pocket, I let them know. If it's zero deductible, that's totally fine. But that maximum out of pocket, they're still going to be responsible for that, and that's why we go ahead and offer that supplemental coverage. Depending through our partners, depending what company you're offering, whether it's Washington National or any other of the carriers that we have to choose from, you can go ahead and let the client know that they have that option, because not many agents are doing that. Not many agents from that very first meeting are giving them that option of full coverage. Yeah, you have full coverage on your car, but you have full coverage on yourself. So it's essential that you offer the health insurance. Once they've selected a health insurance plan, let them know that they have an option for a supplemental. Once they've selected that supplemental, or if they decline the supplemental, that's totally fine. Let's continue. Let's go over to the dental. Let them know, hey, look, you have these dental options, and if they're not interested, it's fine. It's totally fine. Let's go over to the vision. Are you interested in vision? I wear glasses. I need some vision insurance. And offer them that vision. Now, if this client in particular is interested in zero cost payments, and they've always been that way, I don't want you to waste your time either. So not everyone will tell you yes to that supplemental, or not everyone will be interested. And you have to be able to discern that. You have to be able to tell the difference between the clients and how they think or how their finances work, because not all the clients will have the best finances. So sometimes they'll prioritize different things over insurance coverage. So once you've given them the choice to add on supplemental, dental, and vision, remember, if you don't give them the choice, they'll never be able to tell you yes. So it's essential that you do. All right. Once that has been put in place, and once you've captured that new business, it's important that you automate. Why? Because that comes with growth. Yeah, maybe the first year you have 100 clients, and it's somewhat relatively easy to text 100 people throughout the whole year. You can. I'm pretty sure you can do that. But what about when you have 300, 500, 1,000? You have to automate it, and you got to start from the beginning, because if you don't, learning the processes once you have a big book of business, that's going to be a little bit harder. So That's when we want to make sure that you automate from the very beginning, use the systems, agency block, make sure that you're using these, because these are tools that are going to help you capitalize on opportunities in your business. All right? Once we have these systems in place, these systems are going to send out happy birthday emails to our clients. They're going to also send us an email, and we can either give them a call or send them a text, and that'll be a little bit more personalized. Yeah, they got an email from the system, it's automated, and almost every company does that. Almost every big company does that, but not every single company gets a text, or not every single company can send out a personalized text or a personalized call. So, these are systems that are in place to make sure that we establish that growth and we capitalize on every single opportunity for our clients. Now, with that said, I want to wish you an excellent open enrollment. I really want to make sure that you have a strategy in place for your business. And if you don't, please feel free to reach out. Please contact your team leader, and we'll make sure to put something in place for you or help you establish something so that you can go ahead and grow your business. With that said, I wish you the absolute best and happy open enrollment.